what should I say?
Like, what are your individual efforts that, like, you do on a daily basis?
On a daily basis, I can think of things I do overall, like
some of the things I do for like to help the environment, I guess. No, restart. Some of the things I do to help try and support the environment and environmental causes is I try and buy all my clothes like secondhand or from like good brands that use sustainable materials or not like forced labor. I think that being a teenager, there's a constant moral dilemma between fast fashion and doing what you think is right. And I think being a teen is hard because you want to be up on the trends, you want to buy things for cheap.
secondhand is more like good for the world, it's good for yourself, it's cuter, it's like, it's cheaper. I don't understand why everyone doesn't do it already. Like, I feel like that's kind of gonna be like a new wave in the future.
You have to start thinking, can you really consider yourself like an activist? Can you consider yourself like someone who wants change in the world when you still support Brand New Melville and Urban Outfitters? And like, I'm not saying I'm perfect.
And I feel like we should take things into our own hands and start to do what's actually best for the world, because we do have to live in it.
Doing our own individual part is important, but it's not going to make nearly as much as an effect on if big companies and politicians start to make real changes.
I feel like if they can spend billions of dollars on like our military and like things that are like really unimportant like that, like deporting people back to like different places, or like the prison system, like keeping people in prison for like years and years and years off like small marijuana charges, if they have the money for that, then they have the money to fix the planet that we're living on, or at least try and take some steps and make a bill that will help.
So I think it's really in the hands, unfortunately, it's really in the hands of the government and big businesses to really make a change in the world. And a lot of the time they're unwilling to do that due to loss in profits, or they have to start using a different way than what they've been using. But I think it's, in the future, I think we're really going to see change due to our generation starting to take over. I mean, we have been living with the changes of climate change.
First of all, it's either the generation above us or the generation above them. It's mostly their fault that things got so out of hand and they didn't do anything about it. We only have one planet, like, don't trash it.
I think by living through this generation that the other generations have like poorly set up for us, where we have grown up like being exposed to this and knowing what we need to do.
And it's like kind of just whack.
I think our generation can really make a change when it comes time.